how'd you get hooked up with WCW?
Sid Vicious, actually. Sid Vicious had been watching us, and he recommended us, and he kind of brought us in, and he kind of vouched for us. And next thing you know, it was that's how we got in WCW. That's how we got a tryout anyway.
Was Eric? I'm sorry. Was Eric the boss then?
No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. Eric didn't come on till a little later than that. Yeah.
So when they brought you in, you're part of that famous Shockmaster War Games match, correct?
Yeah, exactly. That's what we came in to be a part of. Never knowing we'd be a part of something that go down in history, So yeah, I still remember that like it was yesterday. I still do. Yeah.
What was the reaction when you got in the back?
I don't even remember. I swear to God, people have asked me that a zillion times. I'm like, bro, I don't even remember. I remember the incident, and that was about it. That's all I can remember. To be honest. And if the incident hadn't have been such a out of the ordinary type situation, I probably wouldn't even remember that. But no, I can't remember. I don't really sweat shit like that. I mean, excuse my voice, but excuse my language, but I don't really sweat stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It's a situation that I really felt bad for him about. And I'm like, I don't sweat stuff like that, brother. Let other people do that kind of bull crap. I got into wrestling to go to work.
Right.
I didn't get into it to be, best buddies with people and all the other bull crap that goes with it. I come to work, I do my job, and that's pretty much all I cared about, to be honest. Yeah. People always ask me, when I'm doing podcasts and stuff, to tell stories and stuff. I don't have any stories unless somebody can jog something in my mind. I was doing some stuff the other day. Excuse me. I was doing some stuff the other day. We were shooting this thing for WWE, and I had to do an interview, and they was asking me different stuff. And if he hadn't brought up certain words or certain names, I wouldn't have remembered stuff. When people jog stuff in my mind, because like I tell people, I never brought professional wrestling home with me. Never brought it home with me. I don't want to talk about wrestling, this, that. I do it for a living, so what the hell I want to talk about it for when I'm not wrestling? That's just me. But then when somebody triggers something in my mind, then his whole story, like me and Vince was talking on a podcast today, and he triggered something, and I was telling him this story, man. We were just laughing. But I hadn't remembered that story in years until he said something that triggered in my mind. So I started telling him about it, and we got a big kick out of it. But we didn't do it on the air, though. We had just cut, you know what I'm saying? So he's always saying, "Oh, man, come on, man, you got to tell a story." And I'm like, look, man, I'm doing a podcast with you. I do my other podcast by myself. I can tell these stories on my podcast by myself. I said, you always reaping the benefits of my stories, man. So, but I can't think of anything when I'm doing my other podcast. I can't think of anything sometimes. So it is what it is.
That's funny. Talk to me about Sister Sherri. Like, I thought it's like when they first brought you guys in, you're Kane and Cole, and you had a different look. But when they got the music and the gear you were wearing, the colors, and the Sherri, it just, man, there was nothing fake about Harlem Heat. I mean, you guys were two bad sons of bitches that are just gonna come and kick ass. You weren't playing a part. Talk to you about the whole Harlem Heat package.
You're right. That was the package. That was the persona. That's what we wanted to represent. That's what we wanted to present. That was it. Everything that you just said. You know what I'm saying? We were paid to be heels. I tell people that all the time. And when I'm paid to do a job, I try to do it as best I can possibly do it. I never cared about it. If I'm a heel, I'm a heel. And that's how me and my brother approached it. And that's how we explained it to Sherri. We want it to be hardcore raw. And we don't care about anything else other than the unit. So Sherri was the best. She was the best at it. She got it. She was like, hey, I can do it. And hey, the rest is history. The rest is history. That's how it was. So we went to work to try to make the guys we were working with look good, because if they look good, we look good. And it wasn't about being you know, even when I wasn't working, if I'm walking through the airport, I want you to say, "Hey, that's the bad dude right there." You know, don't say nothing to him. I like, you know, I play my part. So that's how it was. I took my job serious. So that's what it was.
Anyone in particular you went to advice for when you first WCW
What was
getting
that?
acclimated to anyone? Did you go to anybody for advice when you were
No,
in WCW?
no. If somebody give you advice, that's one thing. Me seeking advice, that's another. I don't know people in WCW. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I was there to be immaculated with my job in the company. I wouldn't have to seek advice from people I don't know. So me and my brother had already been trained very well from Global with all the, you know, veterans and stuff like that. So we just wanted to get in where we fit in, you know. You know, but certain agents, you know, the agents, that's their job, you know, to help you in your matches and stuff like that. But that was about it.
Any good Colonel Robert Parker stories?
I never hung around with those guys, to be honest. Rob worked with us and stuff like that. Very cool guy, you know, stuff like that. But you know, other than being at the matches together, I don't know what those guys did. I never hung out with wrestlers. You know, just a few here and there, stuff like that. But no, like I said, I go to work, I do my thing.
You travel
Those guys do their thing. You know what I'm
with
saying? Me and
you
my brother
travel Booker.
Me and my brother
You
travel together and stuff like that. But no, I don't have any stories because I never hung out with those guys. I mean, really and truly, I love them to death, but a lot of people I don't really know. I just know them from what I did for a living. And a lot of people like to hang with their friends. I'm friends with a lot of people, but I don't hang with, you know what I'm saying? I never went up and
yeah.
down the road with people and went to bars and all this other bullshit that I don't do that. I don't, you know, they get these, a lot of guys got lifestyles where they get in trouble and shit like that. I don't need trouble, bro.